What up, YouTube? It's your boy AlJones the God, and you already know where we at with it. And where we at with it is right here at my favorite place to be, and that's ranting, raving, and reacting to random videos that we find right here on the internet. Ooh, baby. It's been a while. It's been a while since I uploaded. I apologize for that. Lots been going on in my life, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take a break, but I did see that Fantastic Four though, and boy, oh boy. So look, let me keep this quick. Marvel has been falling off. Marvel, the MCU, I'll say that. The MCU has fallen off in recent years as far as with their movies and I'll say even TV shows. There's only certain TV shows that I watch. But in 2025, they've been slowly trying to make a comeback. And I respect that. They've had 3 movies this year. The Fantastic Four will be the 3rd. Thunderbolts came out this year. And Captain America Brave New World. People weren't really feeling out because of the whole black Captain America thing. People weren't really feeling that one, but you know, whatever. But we're here to talk about the Fantastic Four, man. Listen. Great movie. Great movie. Just gonna cut straight to the chase. Great fucking movie. Marvel nailed it. We've been waiting to see Marvel get the rights to their characters so they can do it the right way, and they did it the right way. I feel like the characters were done right for the most part. Pedro Pascal, whatever. He was great as Reed Richards. As overworked as Buddy is, like Pedro does a lot of shit in Hollywood, but he was a great Reed Richards as far as like the dynamics of the character. He was good. Sue Storm, she was very good. Johnny and the Thing, they were cool. Like Johnny was more of a subdued Johnny. He wasn't as playboyish as he normally is in any other form of media. I mean, I guess because Disney got the right to him, they gotta nerf Buddy down and make him a whole, you know, woke dude or whatever. You know how that shit goes, man. The Thing, this is more of a gentle thing. Pause. This is more of a gentle version of Ben Grimm. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like as like Ben Grimm is supposed to be a Yancey Street thug. You know what I'm saying? Ben Grimm's supposed to be from 63rd. You know what I'm saying? And this thing, he was all nice and wearing cardigan sweaters and crushing garlic in his hands and shit like that. But no, the characterization was done good. I feel like the overall plot was great. It was set in Earth 828. This is a whole different universe. In this universe, they were the Fantastic Four were the only superheroes. There were no other heroes on this planet besides them. And then you had the bad guys. You got Mole Man and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything that happened, they took care of. And that gotta be super stressful to be the only superheroes for an entire world. But that either goes to show how overworked they are or how powerful they actually are. You know what I'm saying? So with in this particular instance, they got faced with a threat. Sue happened to be pregnant. The Invisible Woman, she happened to be pregnant. If y'all know the lore of Franklin, she was pregnant with Franklin Richards or whatever. They came into a threat. Galactus, the devourer of worlds, was about to eat their world. The female Silver Surfer, who, by the way, was actually good. We had our hangups about having a female surfer, but she actually did a good job. She came and said, hey, my big homie coming, he about to come eat your world, ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic Four. They like, listen, we about to fly out into space and find Galactus and shit. They fly out into space to find this nigga, and Galactus like, hey, I'm gonna tell us. The Surfer came into their ship, like, hey, Galactus will see you now. And they were actually surprised. They only flew out into space just to, you know, see what Galactus was all about. But this was new to them. Like, why is his power signature so great? You know what I'm saying? When they get in front of Galactus, Galactus is like, hey, listen, I'll spare your world if you give me your baby. He was like on some fat bastard shit. He was like, oh no, you can keep your money. I'll take your baby. You know what I'm saying? He was on some fat bastard shit. And then he was 2 was still pregnant at this point. And it was the Galactus like, yeah, your son is hiding his true intentions. We're like, how is he hiding his true intentions? He's still in the fucking womb and shit. Like, he ain't even born yet. Basically, Galactus knew that Franklin was fated to take his place. I don't like the fact that when Galactus actually came to Earth, they kind of anticipated this whole thing, and Reed's whole plan was to teleport the Earth to another solar system that was similar to Earth. It was going to be 2% from the planet to where they could still sustain life. A bunch of Reed Richards shit. This is why I said they nailed the character, because like that was a straight up Reed Richards solution. But the shit failed. The surfer came back. She started blowing up on the teleportation devices. Mind you, I'm sorry to give you a crude, spoiler-filled review and shit. She came back and started destroying all the teleportation devices and shit. And so then they had to change plans after that. The plan after that, because at that point, Galactus like, listen, I'm gonna eat your world slow while your son watched, since you don't want to give up the baby. I'm gonna come to Earth and get your son. So Galactus came to Earth to get the baby, and then we still had one teleportation device left. Galactus was like, okay, listen, we just gonna teleport Galactus away from his ship to a whole nother sector of the universe and shit. And not to mention this whole time Johnny is, the thing, okay, this is the thing about Johnny in this movie, the Human Torch. He was so nerfed down from how he normally is. He wasn't the playboy philanthropist, billionaire playboy philanthropist type. Like, he was still kind of on that tip, but he was more of a valuable member of the team, and that was actually weird on Johnny's part. Like, he was actually smart. He was figuring shit out. That was weird, but whatever, cool, I accept it. Galactus comes to Earth. Johnny's basically romancing the Silver Surfer chick and shit. He started speaking her language. I found that weird, because I'm like, Johnny, like, you're not that smart. But he was that smart. Apparently, this version of Johnny's that smart. He's speaking her language and romancing her. And he actually got her to help them defeat Galactus and shit in the long run. When Galactus finally came to Earth, he steps off his ship. One thing I didn't like about the Galactus character, he was nerfed. Galactus is a cosmic being. In this one, he was about as tall as a kaiju. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't like super duper tall. He wasn't I feel like he didn't grow as tall as he probably could have. Because he was like maybe like 300 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty, but that's nothing. Galactus is supposed to tower over fucking Earth, so he can manipulate his own size and all that. But Galactus comes down, they use Franklin Richards, their baby, to bait this nigga into this trap to try to teleport him to a whole nother end of the galaxy. And Galactus walking through the city and shit, and that plan actually fails because Galactus looked at this obvious, you gotta see it, this obvious triangle on the ground and shit that looked mad suspicious and shit. Galactus was about to step in, and he was like, hold on, he pulled back this size 152, because you bullshit, I don't trust this square. And then Galactus was very talkative, annoying little bodies, and he had like a British kind of drawl, annoying this little bodies, you know what I'm saying? It was funny as shit. One thing I didn't respect, when Galactus finally did get his hands on the baby, we all know Sue Storm is mad powerful, but this chick was holding back Galactus, like pushing him back with her force fields and shit. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Like, Galactus is a force of nature. I get the whole, you got my son, the mama bear aspect. Like, come on, man. Like, you pushing Galactus back with your force fields by yourself. She died. Granted, she died. Franklin brought her back. The baby. Yeah, he was a space god and shit. But still, that part didn't sit right with me. The end credit. I want to spoil that for you too, fuck you. The end credit, they basically showed Dr. They didn't show his face. One of my friends jokingly was like, man, they gave us Oliver Queen for the end credit scene and shit, because dog basically just had on a hood. It was probably just any random dude with a hood on with the Dr. Doom mask held up to the camera and shit. That's all it was. But overall, this is actually a very good Marvel movie. This was a very good Marvel movie. It was a good balance of action and dialogue, which I think is good. Still doesn't explain how in the end of what's the movie? The Thunderbolts, how the Fantastic Four's ship was in the current MCU universe's atmosphere, and they're from Earth 828. Still doesn't explain that. I'm still trying to put that together. All my nerd heads, we putting our heads together and think about that. But overall, it's a good movie, man. Go check it out. Just wanted to wrap it y'all for a minute. I know my review was crude. I don't care, but I'm trying to get the channel started back up. I'll explain more about what's going on with me in the next video. But I appreciate y'all for watching again, man. Go check out that Fantastic Four. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.